Thomas with Houston Paint Protection, here with this 2026 Tesla Model Y that's about to receive our matte paint protection film package. Paint protection film is a clear film that typically gets applied to the front end, high impact areas of the car to help prevent things like rock chips, bug stains, and other physical damage from normal use. In this case, we'll be covering the entire vehicle for not only the best protection, but also to flip this nice glossy stealth gray paint into a sleek satin look or matte finish. Before we get started with the paint protection film install, we need to do a couple of things. The first thing is going to be prep. So we run every vehicle through a very thorough prep process to clean and decontaminate the exterior to make sure that the film can stick and it will be durable, and also to ensure that contamination and debris doesn't end up underneath the paint protection film install, because you'll be able to see it very obviously. In order to do this, we start by going around all the edges and corners, all the deep recesses with a more aggressive acid-based cleaner to remove any kind of residues that will prevent the film from sticking. After that, we'll wash the whole car and use some fine detail brushes to get, again, in all the deep recessed areas, all the crevices, to knock out any of that debris that we need to. And then we will follow up with a chemical decontamination and a clay bar. These two steps will help knock everything off the paint that the wash doesn't catch, that you might end up seeing underneath the paint protection film. At that point, it'll be clean and ready for the install. We just need to knock out one more step, which is disassembly. Anytime we're running full car paint protection film, we're always going to look and see if there are some easy moves that we can make to help make our job cleaner without risking damage to the vehicle or damage to the pieces we're going to be removing. In this case, there is a payoff that's worth it, and that will get a more discreet install and a cleaner look if we remove a few things. So the owner of this vehicle has already added a few personal touches. We're gonna go ahead and remove those pieces like the badges, the fender badges, and the badges on the hatch. We'll reinstall them over the matte film for a cleaner look. And then for all Model Ys, we are typically going to remove the front and rear fender flares along with the window trim. That way we can tuck the film underneath and get rid of a visible edge, and also again allow us to have a cleaner install. We'll begin by taking off the front and rear fender flares. We want to remove these before we wash the car, that way we can clean behind them, because typically this is a very dirty area. Badges can be removed after prep because it's a fairly clean process, and the window trim we will do after prep as well, because we want to limit the amount of water ingress that gets behind it while we're going through the wash process. Next, we'll clean up the wheels, tires, and fender wells. We're not going to be laying film in this area, but we don't want to brush up against these areas and get that dirt and contamination into the install. Next, we'll do all of the thorough cleaning on the wrapped areas and edges. This is what we're going to go through with our acid, and clean anywhere where we set film edges and corners. This is especially important because the acid is strong enough to knock down residues that are oily and greasy from things like tire shine, grime from the road, and cavity waxes from behind panels. With all the heavy duty cleaning done, we'll jump into the wash, and we're going to just do a thorough wash on the full exterior, again to clean the car and make sure all of the contamination and debris is gone. With the car mostly cleaned up, we only have the chemical decon and clay bar to do, and we're going to knock them out at the same time. We'll let both chemical decon products sit on the paint while we do the clay, so that can also help loosen things up and slide off the surface. After that's done, the car is fully prepped and will be ready to lay film. Now that we have the Model Y prepped and cleaned up, decontaminated, we are ready to finish up the disassembly. So we're going to go around the car, take off all of the badging, all the little additions that the owner made. We'll be pulling out the fender cameras, window trim, the flares are already off, and at that point we'll just give it one more round of inspection to make sure that all the edges are good, everywhere we want to place and seat the film is going to be good, and then we'll run upstairs and cut the patterns. Typically when we do full car paint protection film, especially matte, we'll create custom patterns for every car to make sure that we're getting the most amount of coverage that also gives us a nice discreet install. In the case of the Model Y, we've done hundreds of these things, so we already have patterns made. So really what we're gonna do is just go through the exercise of taking our current patterns, combining them with the current condition of the car and making sure everything matches up, and then we'll cut them and jump straight into installation. All right, so we're working our way through the Model Y. We've got about 80% of it matted out. We just need to finish the big panels on the front, which is going to be the bumper and the hood, and then the pillars that run on the top of the car. As you can see, we've got the disassembly done, so the cameras, the trim, the top trim, and all the badging is off to allow us for that cleaner install. Once we get through laying all of the pieces, we're going to go back through and do what we call our finish work. So this is where we go through and do the fine tuning on the install, trimming edges, setting corners, making sure all of our wraps are seated, all of that good stuff. In general, with the paint protection film install, the thorough prep that we do will determine the durability, so how well it sticks, how well the wraps stay over time, and the finish work will determine the overall aesthetics. Does it look factory? Can you see too many edges or seams? Are corners lifting? Is the film in the right place? All of those types of things. So prep and finish work are very important. Once we get through the finish work, everything gets put back together and the car is good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of the paint protection film, show you guys some walk around shots whenever it's all done so you can see what it looks like when it's wrapped up, and then we'll send it back to the customer. Just a quick note here, all the badges we send off for refinishing, so when we do our final shots, the badges won't be on the car, but when it gets delivered to the customer, they will be, because we just need a little bit of time to get those back before we can place them back on top. If you've got a new vehicle that you would like protected, or you're considering a larger project like a matte conversion or a special vehicle to you that you've just picked up and you need some advice on how to enhance its aesthetics or protect it for the future, please give us a call anytime or visit us at HoustonPaintProtection.com and we'll be happy to walk you through our different options.